Welcome to the Service User Guide on how to use Patients Know Best. We are going to provide an overview of how Patients Know Best works. We're going to help service users feel more confident navigating and using the PKB system. Everything that we're going to show you is part of a training environment. So what is Patients Know Best? PKB. Patients Know Best is an online patient portal which enables you, the patient, to access personal health information relating to the care services that are provided to you. The benefits of a patient portal are that it will give every patient a digital front door with secure digital access to your own health records. This is shown to reduce demand and improvement to patient experience. To register on PKB, there are several ways that you can do this. You can register with an NHS login. You may have received a text message. If you have, you can follow the instructions on how to do this. You may have received a postal letter. In the letter, it will give you full details of how you can register at PKB. Or you may have received an email with a link. If you click on the link, it will take you to the page that you need and will guide you through on the registration process. To access PKB, you will need to go to the following websites, which you can see on the screen here. Once you've registered with PKB and you've logged in for the first time, you will go through the consent screens. When you click Start, you'll be taken through to each team individually. If you have not been added to any teams, you will be taken to the home page. If you are taken through to the team settings as part of your setup on PKB, it may ask you about access, and it will ask you to choose which parts of the record you would like to give the team access to. You can then tick the boxes, or you can untick them. You can also update the sharing settings at any point, so if you do change your mind or you wish to change these settings at a later date, you can update these and you can go into your PKB profile and you can go into your settings to review this. Patients Know Best have created a manual. This has got lots of frequently asked questions and it can help you with that registration and logging in process. You will need to go to the settings cog on the top right. You will need to click on password and then it will ask you to choose a security question. Once you've chosen your question, you will need to give a security answer and then it will prompt you to choose a good password. Enter in your password details and then click change. To reset your password yourself, you can do a self-reset by logging into your profile. However, if you've forgotten your security question and your answer, then you will need to request a password reset from a professional who has access to your PKB record. As part of this process, you will be asked to confirm your identity and the professional who is dealing with your request will be able to reset your password. You will receive an email with a link and this will prompt you to change your password. To log out on PKB, you will need to go to the top right of your screen and you will see there is an option which says log out. Click on this, you will then leave PKB. As a patient, what can I view and complete on PKB? You can view notifications, you can view appointments, you can view events and messages, you can complete a questionnaire, you can view diagnosis, you can view allergies, and you can view and add symptoms. To view notifications, when you log into your PKB account, you will see a welcome message. If you scroll down to the page, you will be able to view notifications. Notifications can be viewed individually or all together. Click on View All to see all notifications. So here you can see on the home page, we've got the notification area here. We have the option to view individual ones. We also have the option to view all. To view appointments, scroll down on the home page. Click on the Diary tab, go to Appointments, and it is here that you'll be able to see upcoming, past, and any cancelled appointments. So go to Diary, go to Appointments, and here you can see for this patient we have an upcoming appointment with details here. We have a past appointment with the date and time and location here. To view events and messages, scroll down on the home page and click on the Events and Messages tab. This will open a timeline at the top of your screen. You can click through and you can see each individual event. You can scroll down the page and it will show you any communications that have taken place. This may include letters or online consultations or details of visits. Scroll down, go to Events and Messages, and here you can see this is the timeline that I'm talking about at the top of the screen, and then you can scroll down and it will show you any communication that has taken place. If you've been asked to complete a questionnaire, it will appear in your notifications. Alternatively, you can go to Events and Messages. You can scroll down to see any online communication and you can click to open and complete. So here you'll see notifications. This is one way that I can view and interact with everything here. If we want to go to Events and Messages, we go to Home, scroll down to the tabs, go to Events and Messages, and you'll see here you've got a timeline at the top of your screen, and underneath that you can see we've got lots of notifications that have been sent, and it's all displayed here in chronological order. To view diagnosis, you will need to go to the Health tab, click on Diagnosis, and then you'll be able to display and view current and past. It's important to note, however, that if a clinician has added a diagnosis for you, it cannot be edited, it can only be viewed. However, if you have added something, you can edit this. Scroll down, click on Health, Diagnosis, and you can see current and past. You'll notice here there's a little arrow next to the diagnosis. Click on the arrow and it will show you the source, it will show you the date and how it was received. For this one, because it's been added by a professional, we only have the option to view. For this diagnosis, we've got the source as the patient and the date it was added. For this one, because it's been added by the patient, I can view, edit and delete. If something has already happened, and you can see here this has been added by the patient, it shows the date, we have the option to edit and delete. You will need to go to the Health tab, click on Allergies, and it will display any allergies and give further details here. It is important to note, however, that if a clinician adds allergies, it cannot be edited. But if you, as the patient, add an allergy, it can be edited by you. Go to Allergies, and here you can see allergies listed for this patient. As a patient, I can click on the arrow. It shows the source, the time, and the severity and the reaction. Because this was added by a professional, I can only view this. For this allergy, for the peanut allergy, you'll notice I have the option to edit and delete. If I click on the arrow, you will see the source was the patient. It shows the date it was added by the patient. They've added their severity and the reaction. You will need to go to the Health tab and click on Symptoms. You will notice at the top of the screen there is a toggle. You can choose between 1 month or 6 months. Click on an option. It will then display any symptoms on the tracker. As a patient, you can click and input new symptoms, and you can do this by going to the Add Symptoms in the top right. It is important to note, though, that symptoms do not feed into Rio. So that means if you add any symptoms to your PKB, clinicians will not see this. Scroll down to Health, go to Symptoms, and you'll see here this is the toggle that I was talking about. So at the moment it is on 6 months, so you can see from November through to the past 6 months, and it lists everything that has been added on as a symptom during that time. And you can see it's like a traffic light for none, mild, moderate and severe. I do have the option to go on 1 month, and you can see here that no symptoms have been added in the past month. To add new symptoms, I can go to the top right. I can enter today's date, and then I can add a symptom. So I click on that one, choose an answer, and I can add other symptoms if I wish to. I'm going to click Save. And you can now see that has been added onto the tracker. Now going to have a look at the Treatment tab. As part of this, we're going to look at how to access the library and links, how to record medications, and care plans. To access library and links, we will need to go to the Treatments tab. We'll need to click on Library, and the team that are associated with your PKB account may have added some useful links for you. You can click on the links to view, or you can add your own links. Go to Treatments, go to Library, and you can see here that the team have added some shared health links. I can click on this link and it will open it in a new link at the top of my screen, and I can interact with this. I can see here there's other links that have been added. Some of them might be a PDF, some of them might be links to a website. I can click on those and I can interact with them as I wish to. To record medications, you'll need to go to the Treatment tab, click on Medicines, and it will show current and past medication. You can also add medication as well by going to the top right button. It's important to note though that medication prescribed by a clinician cannot be edited from your PKB portal. Medication that's been added by you can be edited or deleted by you. So go to Treatments, go to Medicines, and you can see here we've got current medicines and past medicines. Again, what we can do is where the arrow is next to the medicine, we can click to see the source and when it was added. For past medicines, again, we can click on the arrow and you can see the source. In this case, it was the patient and when it was added. You will notice for this one that I have the option to edit or delete, and this is because it's been added by the patient. To add medication, if I go to the top right button, I can enter my details in here. I can add a start and end date. This is optional. I can choose the privacy, so who can see this information. And then when I'm happy with the details provided, I can click Save. And then that will be added on to my medicines. We're now going to have a look at editing care plans. To look at plans, we will need to go to the Treatment tab, click on Plans, choose a plan to view. We can then edit it, make changes, and then we'll click Save to add those changes. It's important to note though that clinicians will only be able to read care plans. And we can see the plans. So you can see here that some have been added by the patient and some of them have been added by professionals. I'm just going to have a look at this one here. I'm going to go to Edit. So my action plan, you can see here I've got a video and I can interact with the form in this case. So I can actually put an answer in. So I can write in 3 reasons. I can add my answer in here and then scroll to the bottom. And then when I'm done, I can click Save and it will update those changes. We're going to have a look at how we can edit, save and stop sharing. And we're also going to have a look at how we can grant access for a professional. To stop sharing, we can amend the access and stop sharing at any point. To do this, we need to find the professional and we click on Edit. Click on the toggle to change the sharing records. This can be changed from on to off. And then click on Save to make those changes. Scroll down, go to Sharing, go to Professionals. And then you can see here we've got our teams. So I can go to Edit. And if I want to stop sharing, I can click on that one and it will grey everything out. When I'm happy, I can press Save. Go to Sharing, click on Professionals. It will list teams and professionals who can see your records. Click on Edit All, update the options with a tick, and then click the Save and Continue button. Go to Sharing, Professionals, Edit All, and then we can click on the ticks. So who do you want to share this with? So which team would you like to give access to? Once you've updated with those tick options, click Save and Continue, and that will then update and you will see here it says who has access. To do this, we need to go to the Sharing tab, click on Professionals, and it will list professionals who can see your records. It will show their access level. Click on the team, and then we'll go and check their access level. So to do this, we'll click on the Edit button. Then we can update the options with a tick and click Save. So we're in Sharing, we've gone to Professionals. We're now going to go to the team here, go to Edit, and I'm going to update this, and I'm going to save it. And that is now amended on here, what they can see and what they can access. We're going to look at how to add a carer, how to edit access and stop sharing, and how to view the access log. To add a carer, we'll need to go to the Sharing tab, click on Friends and Family, go to People Looking After Me, and it is here that if anyone is linked, it will show the access level for that carer. To add a new carer, go to Add Carer in the top right, complete the form and click Invite. It is important to note though that carers should register with PKB first using their NHS login before they are invited as a carer. Go to Friends and Family, and we can see here this is a carer that's linked to the account. To add a carer, go to the top right, complete the form, and everything here is mandatory with the star, so we need to complete that. Then it'll ask you the access that you'd like to give to this carer. Click on those and then click Invite. If you are a carer on PKB, you will need to go to the Friends and Family tab. So go to the Sharing tab, click on Friends and Family, and then go to the list where it says People I Look After. and it will list anyone who you look after. You can also ask for access by going to the button in the top right. So I'm on the Friends and Family tab, and in the top right go to Ask for Access. You'll need to complete the form fully, and everything with a star is mandatory and needs to be completed. So enter the details of the person that you would like to act as a carer for, and then press the Invite button. To edit access and stop sharing, you will need to go to the Sharing tab, click on Friends and Family, and it will list people looking after me. If you click on the Edit button, you can then check the records that are being shared, and you have the option with the toggle to go between on and off, or you can amend the record types and at what access level you would like to offer. Then once you've made your changes, click Save. So you can see here, we've got people looking after me. So we've got the carer here. I'm going to click Edit. If I want to stop sharing completely, I will switch this to off, and then I will press Save. However, if I wish to share some of my information, I can untick the ones which I do not wish to have access to, and I will keep general health on here as an example, and that is what we would like to continue sharing, and then I will click Save to make those changes. And we can now see that we've got that as updated in the People Looking After Me section. We're now going to have a look at the access log. To view the access log, we'll need to go to the Sharing tab and click on Access Log. This will allow us to see who has accessed your record and when they accessed it. So go to Access Log at the top of the screen, and we can see here is a complete access log for the patient. So we can see in chronological order the date and time, who it was accessed by, the access type, and how they accessed it.